New York Rangers are second in the Eastern Conference and third in the NHL with 35 points. Tonight's goalie matchups are brought to you by Canon Business Solutions. There is young Marc-Andre Fleury. You see his record in 5 games this season. He's played 26 NHL games. And Henrik Lundqvist, look at the numbers. 15 games in his NHL career, 9-3-2. John, what's this all about?
Sam, he's had shin splint problems, and this is how he takes pressure off the front of the lower portions of his shins as they go into his ankles, and he puts some tape there to support them. It was driving him nuts earlier in the season. They're pretty good now.
Rangers open up, and that shot was stopped by Lundqvist and touched with a high stick, and play stops. Rangers have won 5 in a row coming into play tonight. The Penguins have lost 3 in a row, and 4 of their last 5. You look at Blair Betts, the head coach Tom Rennie, who has been very, I mean, he's been steady, solid. The entire coaching staff has done a great job in getting their players, finding a way to win. I mean, the other night, John, the
Washington outplayed them. No, Washington outplayed them. They played a lot of hockey. They found a way. They had some rest. Now let's see how they come out of the first period, or during the beginning of this first period, as Pittsburgh's called for icing. As the Rangers had their 4 days off, they worked on a number of different things, but it was more a chance to just recover, be treated by the training staff with nagging injuries, to get some power play work, to practice, which you don't do a lot of when you're playing every second night or every night or 3 and 4 nights. Remember, the last time there was a game here with these two teams, it was maybe Pittsburgh's best game of the year. They had speed and were flying all game long.
Mario Lemieux battling for the puck. It's moved up to the point. Here's Kondrachev. Quick shot. Save by Fleury. Had trouble with it. Played by Nylander around to Jágr. Jágr, Nylander, and Straka. Nylander tips it wide.
And an open net. Fleury couldn't get across.
Beautiful feed by Jágr. Nylander has 4 goals in his last 6 games. Straka to Nylander, and it's blocked.
3 chances there. The first one was the point shot that was deflected. The second one, Nylander missed the open side, and here's Jágr.
And they come right back, but the pass is behind Nylander and brought the other way by Mark Recchi. Recchi moves in 3-on-2, 4-on-2, Gunchar, save, Lundqvist, rebound, taken by the Rangers, and they break out. Here's a lead to Marian Hossa. Hossa moves in and shoots, saved by Fleury. Carried behind the net, Steve Pops, number 3, with a hit. There's a whistle for a penalty on the Penguins.
I think a hooking call. Gonchar has not scored a goal in 13 games. It is a hooking call against Christensen, the centerman. There's the pass across. Nylander just misses. Beautiful setup from Jágr. And then Nylander kept on going. There's the play, and you can see Fleury had trouble getting across. It's actually Matt Murley who's going to the penalty box for a hooking, and the Rangers have the first power play of the game.
And as John mentioned, Rangers 0 for 16 on the power play. The last 3 games, they have dropped to 18th in the league on the power play.
The only thing good about that is the Rangers won all 3 games. So when you win it without your power play, that's doing something. But if you get your power play going, life's a little easier.
Nice move by Ruchinski, skating nicely. Gets it to Hossa down the slot. Backhander saved by Fleury. Ruchinski, and Hossa with Tootin and Malik for the power play as the puck is cleared down.
Hossa's gone 8 games without a goal. Had a chance there on the backhand, and Fleury looked like he made the save.
Ruchin for Ruchinski off his skate, took himself offside. Minute 19 to go on the power play. We're a little over 2 minutes into the game. United Rentals power play. When your team needs a power play, call United Rentals. Jaromir Jágr is still leading the league with 11 power play goals.
This is why we have a penalty being called, as Murley started on the back check. You saw the hook into the hip of Straka. That's what referees are really told to watch for. Transition plays where a team was on the offense like Murley was trying to score. Then the puck goes the other way. That's when you reach out and hook somebody, and that's what the league wanted to stop.
Jágr, Straka, Kruka, Nylander, and Roosevelt. 4 forwards, 1 defenseman. The puck taken away by Maxim Talbot. And he brings it across.
Talbot has 2 shorthanded goals, the only 2 that Pittsburgh has.
Talbot with Ryan Malone as the penalty killing forward. Here's Jágr bearing down on Brooks Orpik. Nylander with a back pass to Roosevelt. Quick shot deflected by Talbot, knocked down in front. Roosevelt gets there to keep it in. 45 seconds to go on the power play. Around it comes to Jágr. Malone to him and Orpik. Got it to Nylander. Took a hit from Orpik. Nylander all the way out to Roosevelt. Takes the shot wide. Coaches want Roosevelt shooting. Even if he misses the net, they want him firing toward the net. Across comes Pruka, but still in the zone was Jágr. Offside Rangers. Let's go down to ice level to Al.
Hey, Sam, one of the moments of drama that we're forgetting so quickly is Jaromir Jágr getting called for an illegal stick right before the overtime. And I talked to him tonight about it. He said he was absolutely shocked because the hockey players don't bend the shafts anymore, you know, by heating them up and bending them under the doorways. They come pre-formed from the factory. So he's got to now shave a little bit off the edge of the blade to bring it in to conform with the rules.
Thanks, Al. Face-off win by the Penguins, who clear. Go ahead, John.
Sam, I was listening to Al and Jaromir talk. Jaromir was saying that in the old days when he had the wooden blade and he could curve them, most of his blades were illegal. But he said these ones that come from the manufacturer, he wasn't quite expecting it.
Recchi against Roosevelt. He's joined by Palffy. Palffy for Recchi, was broken up. Power play is over. Team's at full strength. Jágr moves in with Pruka. One shot on goal on the power play for the Rangers. No score in the game. Penguins move across. Christensen. Pass blocked by Kasparaitis. That shot, a save made.
It was Ryan Whitney, the defenseman, moving in. He's a good defenseman. These Penguins have got a good transition game going, and they're sending 4 men in on every rush, including a defenseman. Pay attention if you're the men in blue.
Sidney Crosby is on. Kondratyev fanned on the shot, and then a penalty is called as Ryan Holwig got clipped with a stick in the face.
Yeah, the arm went up right away, and I think it's Tarnstrom, the defenseman, who's going to go to the box. This could be a double minor.
And Holwig wants to go right to the locker room as he's holding his, boy, he's bleeding.
Cut between the eyes. Tarnstrom's stick right there.
Ow.
So it's a double minor. As a stick, he went to lift the stick of Holwig, missed, and the blade went up, and I think went right between the eyes of Holwig, who was cut pretty good on the play. And now the Rangers will have a double minor to work with, as Holwig's actually at the bench.
Jim Ramsey applying pressure there on the cut.
This was a good play here by Lundqvist to stop the pass back across. That wasn't a shot, it was a pass to head back to Recchi from Palffy. Look at that play. Look where Recchi's standing. That was a great play by Lundqvist with his left leg.
Very alert play. Tarnstrom, 4 minutes for high sticking at 3:53. Rangers on the power play. Once again, Malik and Tootin play the points. Ruchinski, Ruchin, and Hossa up front. Shot deflected up into the netting and is coming. Let's see, it was deflected. First, the linesman said it was shot into the net, but the referee, Dan O'Halloran, overruled.
It went off of Whitney, maybe even Whitney's helmet, Sam, and into the netting. There's Holwig. He's going to have to go for repairs. Pretty good cut between the eyes. Jim Ramsey can't stop the bleeding, so the doctor will get the needle and thread out.
Face-off win. Rangers control. Hossa moves it. Gets it back from Ruchin. Here's Ruchin behind the net. Malik is in deep. Tootin fires, blocked in front, and it's cleared by Talbot. All the way down. No score in the game. 4.5 minutes gone by as Marek Malik picks it up. And the fans get into it with a Let's Go Rangers chant. Ruchinski moves in against Orpik. Off to the side of the net. It was tipped away by Fleury. Recchi going for it. Played back to Malik. Toward the net. Blocked in front. The scramble on. It's still loose. The net gets knocked off as Ruchinski was shoved into the post.
Rangers couldn't ask for better opportunities than thinking that with their time off they worked on their power play, and then they get 6 minutes of power play in the first half of the first period. First game back. Gonchar blocked the shot. Ruchinski was knocked into the goal net, and you'll see as Gonchar goes down, the puck's partly under him, and there's a shove by Orpik, and then the play stopped. Face off. Well, they're moving it outside. I think it should stay inside because Ruchinski was knocked in by a Penguin player.
Hey, Sam and JD, why doesn't Malik do that move he won the shootout with?
What are you, nuts?
He's got to find that opening, Al. He's got to be in perfect position. Nylander, Jágr, and Pruka up front with Roosevelt and Straka, and the puck is played into the Penguins bench. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters, and especially as we head for this holiday season, we all wish you a healthy holiday season. Glad you're with us on Hockey Night in New York. A little over 5 minutes gone by. Face-off win. Straka, good job to keep it in. Finds Pruka. Hit the post. Oh, he rifled it off the post, and it came right back to him. Shot in by Palfi. It was blocked. Played by Jágr. Now it's Pruka again. Poked away from him, and Jágr's got it. Jágr against Steve Pops. Nylander is tied up by Ryan Whitney. Jágr against Malone. Out to Straka. Straka draws Malone to him. Roosevelt to Jágr. That shot deflected. Scramble on the save. Fleury made a left pad save. And I believe that was off Pruka again. Jágr. First of the two minors over. That shot blocked in front. Malone able to clear. Palfi and Straka chased for the puck. Good play by Straka. Hooking at him is Palfi. And the outlet to Nylander. Nylander slides it across from Marcel Hossa. Hossa checked there by Jackman. Pass back to Teuton. Quick shot. Stick save Fleury. Ruchinski with the puck. Battling Melikar. Comes out to Malik. Back to Ruchinski. In the corner, Nylander. Hossa's at the side of the crease. Nylander controlling. Nylander against Jackman. Off the back of the net. Ruchinski's got it. Matt Murley chasing after it, and it's cleared out to Murley. Nice play by Melikar. Murley moves in on Teuton, who takes it away, gets it to Malik. Malik under pressure there. And here is Fedor Teuton moving in. 1 minute to go in the power play. Steve Ruchin in the corner. Brooks Orpik with a hit. Ruchin stays with it. Quick pass from Kondrachev. Save made by Fleury as he stopped Hossa.
One thing this power play did was Pruka hit a goal post. Other than that, it's gotten Fleury into the game. Rangers have outshot Pittsburgh 8-4. They have 49 seconds to go on the double minor. Here's a Panasonic digital replay play. Look at the nice pass from Straka and the goalpost hit. You know, Malone actually won the faceoff, but Straka knocked the puck down before it went out of the zone, and then made a brilliant pass. The shot by Pruka was a good one, but a little too fine. Good setup. That was the Rangers' best scoring chance.
49 seconds to go in the power play. Ruchin a face-off win. Straka with a wrist shot blocked in front. Might have hit his own man, Pruka, and it's cleared all the way down. Straka, Ruchin, Pruka, Jágr, and Roosevelt. Jágr deep. The pass broken up by Orpik. Good play by Brooks Orpik with Pruka driving hard to the net. Sent in by Palfi. Straka moves it out. Pruka picks it up. Pruka against Gonchar. Nice pass to Roosevelt. Now Ruchin. Ruchin. Jágr's open. He goes to Kondrachev. Now to Jágr. Knocked away by Gonchar. 5 seconds in the power play. Kondrachev shot deflected. It goes in! It's a power play goal! And the Rangers take a 1-0 lead just as the power play was about to expire.
There was 1 second left on it. You'll see the Rangers as Gonchar can't clear the puck. It's back to Kondrachev, and it hit somebody. I don't know if it was a Ranger or a Penguin, but with the change-up and the fluttering of the puck, Fleury tried to stay with it. It couldn't, and the puck just simply skipped right by him. It'll be a Kondrachev goal, a double whammy off of Gonchar. Remember, Gonchar couldn't clear the puck. And then Gonchar standing there had the puck ricochet off his knee. It's a Kondrachev power play goal.
And it's his first NHL goal. And the Rangers grab the lead with 1 second to go on the power play. Blair Betts, offside Rangers, 11:55 to go. First period. Maxim Kondrachev, congratulations.
Fans, let's take a look back at Saturday night's shootout.
Marek Malik, during the TV timeout, they showed his shootout goal on the board, and they showed his reaction, and he finally cracked a smile.
He's a funny guy.
He really
just tries to be focused and tries to stay in the game here, but he did crack a little smile. Did he watch mainly because the fans loved it?
I like the story Al told that he didn't want to show up Ole Kolzig at all, and that was a classy move.
Kolzig had played great, just like Lundqvist. So did the Washington Capitals that night. They played a terrific game.
Kondratyev gets his first goal in the NHL. Ruchin and Yager assisting at 7:52. From our quote book, Joe Thornton, the big trade last night, big news, traded from Boston to San Jose. I came here to win. We haven't been winning. Whose fault is that? Well, I guess it's mine, he said.
Well, I hope it does Joe a world of good because he hasn't played well at all, Sam. The Bruins are struggling. He's their captain. He makes the most money. And I've watched him play, and I know he's been getting a few points, but he needs some passion in his game again. And hopefully for Joe, he'll find it in San Jose.
Billy Niemanen along the boards, out to Kasparaitis. That shot knocked down in front. Should note, people want to know, well, what did Boston get in that deal? Brad Stewart was a high draft pick and a pretty good defenseman. Did suffer a concussion a couple of years ago.
Yeah, in a fight with Jody Shelley in Columbus. He's a good player.
Marco Sturm, a very speedy forward
who's had a bad ankle. We'll see if he can play well. And then Wayne Primo, who's a third, fourth line quality forward. So we'll see if Boston improves their play. It couldn't go much worse.
No, they're
for
not
the Boston
playing well
Bruins.
right now.
And for Joe, you hate to see a big name like that leave your division. I enjoyed watching him play. I'm sure the other coaches don't mind seeing him go.
Nice save. The rebound went wide.
And
Fleury leaving a big rebound.
And I hope he revives his play in San Jose. He's too good of a player to be flatlined. He's got to get the passion back in his game and beat Joe Thornton.
Lemieux to Ryan Malone. Save by Lundqvist. He dives on top.
Yeah, Lundqvist quietly has made about 4 really good saves here in the first period. There was a play where Gonchar moved in, had a close, tight play. That was another one with Malone off the backboards. And Lundqvist had to take away the short side. Look at the strength of Malone. Knocked his man right up over top. That's Fedor Tootin. He got rid of Tootin in a hurry there, didn't he? Penalty, Rangers.
Rangers first penalty, a hooking call.
That's Malik.
And Malik is looking at the referee, Dan O'Halloran, and Tom Rennie sends out penalty killers. He's without Jed Ortmeyer. And
over on the left side, you can see Malik hook up with his man. Stick was doing all the work. And it's a penalty. You're seeing around the league, the referees let more and more go as far as other battles go. But with the hooks and the sticks, they're still calling it, and I'm glad.
Penguins are 19th on the power play. They're 1 for their last 17 over the last 3 games. Gonchar winds and fires, blocked by Kasparaitis. Ward and Betts open up as penalty killers with Kondratyev and Kasparaitis. As I mentioned, Jed Ortmeyer is out back home with his family in Nebraska. And our condolences on the passing of his grandmother. He should be with the team in Washington over the weekend. Lundqvist makes a save. John LeClair behind the net. LeClair, Recchi, Lemieux up front. Tarnstrom and Gonchar at the points. This should be a lethal power play. Lemieux sets up. LeClair screening Lundqvist. Gonchar wanted a one-timer. Wrist shot saved by Lundqvist.
No rebound. Just a little wee tiny deflection up high by, I believe, Blair Betts. And that stopped Gonchar from shooting the puck off the pass. Watch a little deflection. There. That's all it took. And that made Gonchar go from a slap shot to a wrist shot, which allows Lundqvist to make the save through the screen and hang on. No rebound. And, of course, that's big John LeClair standing in front. Kasparaitis broke a stick on that play. We haven't seen much of Crosby yet, huh? He doesn't kill penalties much, Sam.
That foot is bothering him too.
Yeah, but not killing the penalties. He doesn't get much ice time. That's all Pittsburgh's had to do early was kill penalties.
Crosby on now. Second part of the power play. LeClair still on. Crosby has joined him along with Ziggy Palffy. Crosby number 87, Palffy number 33 has the puck now. Moving in on Strudwick. Taken away and a broken stick.
That's Moore.
Dominic Moore broke the stick on the clearing attempt. Palffy trying to move toward Moore. Played across by Crosby. Ryan Whitney, the defenseman, number 19 on the left side. Rick Jackman, number 22 on the right side. This is Crosby to Palffy. Malone is in front. Shot save made. Jackman with a good shot. Lundqvist makes the save. And no rebound.
Again, no rebound. Lundqvist really, really good early. Dominic Moore had blocked a shot and I think cracked his stick. And then when he tried a second or two later to blast it out of the zone, the stick snapped right in half. And so he had to try to block this shot without a stick. And the puck got through and jammed right underneath Lundqvist, who took a stick to the back of the head. And Malone, who's been tough around the front of the net so far. He knocked over Tootin earlier. That time he jammed away at the pads of Lundqvist.
Mario Lemieux back on with Leclerc and Recchi. Jackman keeps it in. The linesman fell down. Shot by Jackman. Deflected wide. Lemieux goes for it. Played by Ryan Whitney, the defenseman. Kondrachev moves it. Recchi is there. Recchi looking for an opening save. He was looking for a deflection by Leclerc. And another good save by Lundqvist.
He reached behind. It was like a chicken dropping an egg. He caught the puck in behind. Watch this. Through traffic. Little deflection. Maybe here it comes. Oh, we didn't quite see it. Didn't quite see it. There's the wrist shot, deflection, and then he reaches in behind and whoops, in the glove.
The good news for the Rangers is he didn't lay an egg on that shot. That shot by Jackman. Ooh, he's got a hard shot. Just missed the net. Teams are back at full strength. 4 shots on goal on that power play for Pittsburgh. 1-0 Rangers. Lead it. Take the puck away. Betts moves it to Malik. And the chase is on. Nice move by Jason Ward. And a penalty on Ryan Whitney. He got the stick into Ward. And that's the calls they're making, as John said.
They sure are tonight.
Here comes a power play for the Rangers. Good hustle by Jason Ward.
Here's a look at the Panasonic digital replay. It will be Ryan Whitney with a little grab. And he goes. He grabbed Ward of the New York Rangers. Rangers have a power play goal in the game. That was the Panasonic digital replay. Ideas for life.
Ryan Whitney sitting in the penalty box talking to himself about the call. Yeah. Holding at 12:08. 4th Rangers power play, 1 for 3. The goal by Kondrachev. Rangers lead 1-0. 7:35 to go in the first period.
I guarantee you the players on the benches are saying to themselves and to each other, and their coaches are telling them, no hooks and don't use a hand off your stick to grab somebody, because these two guys have Hawkeyes and they're going to be calling it tonight.
Battle along the boards. Talbot against Jágr. Straka's there. Jágr moves down. Talbot trying to stay with him. Talbot and Murley, the penalty killing forwards. Popst and Melikar, the defense for Pittsburgh. Nylander, Jágr, Kruka, Straka, and Roosevelt for the power play. Nylander controlling up the boards to Roosevelt. Cross to Straka. Now to Jágr. Back to Straka. Now Roosevelt. Fans getting restless. They want shots.
Well,
coaches want shots too.
Yeah, but not if somebody's right in front of you. All you do is turn the puck over if that happens.
Good hustle by Jágr to keep it in the zone. Kruka gets knocked down and the puck is cleared out by Matt Murley. Straka has it back. Now it's Kruka across. Takes a hit from Popst. Melikar for Pittsburgh. Around for Jágr. Now it's Kruka turning. Checked by Recchi. Nylander. Straka. Roosevelt. Back to Straka for the shot. Save made. Rebound. And it went off the post. Jágr got knocked down. 12 seconds to go in the power play. Good job by Pittsburgh for the most part, keeping the Rangers to the outside.
And the Rangers were patient. Finally set up a good shot, but they hit the post. Two goal posts now.
Nylander to Jágr, and the shot gloved by Fleury. Holds on. 5:49 to go in the first. 1-0 Rangers.
Off to the side of the goal net is Jaromir Jágr. You're going to see him settle a puck down, take the shot, but off the far goal post, and then Recchi nailed Kruka. Nailed him. This is a good shot here, too. That was on net. Good catching glove save by 21-year-old Marc-Andre Fleury, who's had 12 shots to this point.
Rangers with the edge on faceoff.
Well, they should. They've had the power play for almost 8 minutes.
In that game in Boston, Boston playing tonight at home against Ottawa. In the post-Joe Thornton era, Marco Sturm has a goal and an assist. Brad Stewart has an assist. And Boston leads Ottawa 2-0 in the first period.
Wow.
It's early, but a good start for the Bruins.
Ottawa can score goals. The thing about the 8 minutes of power play time the Rangers have had in the first period, it's 8 minutes where Crosby doesn't see much of the ice. Sid the Kid is not much of a Well, he's not used on the penalty killing unit very much, so he sits on the bench.
Play stops with 5:16 remaining. Individual tickets for the Rangers versus the Minnesota Wild on Monday, December the 5th are on sale now. For tickets, visit NewYorkRangers.com, the Garden box office, or call Ticketmaster at 212-307-7171.
That was a look at Sid the Kid. You know, the Ranger fans probably want to see him play.
Yes.
But the Ranger players are saying, God, let him sit on the bench. By the way, Marian Gaborik is back playing full-time for Minnesota, so he'll be in with the Wild. He's a very good hockey player.
Fast. Very dangerous.
They lost in a shootout last night to Columbus. Entertaining game.
Recchi. Jason Ward on him. Here's Rick Jackman. The defenseman moves in. Stopped by Malik. Recchi shoots. Saved by Lundqvist. And the puck still alive is behind the net. Rangers find it. Malik moves it. Dick Tarnstrom stops it. Recchi against Malik. Tarnstrom shoots it deep in the zone. Nieminen takes a hard hit, but able to move the puck. And it's chipped clear by Blair Betts. Ryan Whitney back forth for Pittsburgh. 4:20 to go in the first. Rangers a 1-0 lead. Christensen with a shot. Saved by Lundqvist. There's a rebound cleared aside.
Christensen becoming a very good player. He's a good plus-minus man, I think at +7, when most of his teammates are all heavily minused. Becoming a good centerman, and he's playing with Palffy and Sidney Crosby. Pretty good line.
There's Palffy moving across. Christensen goes to the net. Crosby checked by Jágr.
Penalty.
Jágr grabbed him. Penalty called on Jágr.
One hand off the stick. One hand off the stick. Jágr did everything right on the back check. Had a stick under him, did everything right, and then with Crosby trying to regroup and get the puck, I think Jágr let go of the stick with one hand. Watch the perfect back check. Maybe get on the inside, but he has a stick under him, and then there. That's all it takes. It's all, I'm telling you, these two referees, and a lot of people were wondering, is the league going to slip and go back to what it used to be? They're not tonight, and this is what the league said they would do. So don't grab a player with one hand, and don't hook, or you're going to the penalty box.
We were watching games last night. There were penalties called in overtime in a couple of games. And play is whistled down. Second power play of the game for Pittsburgh. Jágr for holding it 16-10. Penguins had 4 shots on goal on the first power play. There's Sidney Crosby.
Ryan Hallwig now just coming back towards the Rangers bench after being taken care of, I suspect, by Dr. Modalo, Tony Modalo, or Dr. Cavallari.
Christensen, Palffy, Crosby, Gonchar, and Tarnstrom for the power play. Yes, the visor to protect the cut. Puck taken in deep by Dominic Moore. Moore paired with Billy Nieminen.
They always put the visor on after the injuries.
Nice pass, Palffy to Crosby. Crosby slowed down by Kondrachev. Good play, and it's taken away and cleared.
You know who said he's going to put a visor on full-time? Full-time referee Don Van Massenhoven, who's still in the hospital in Florida. 5 different titanium plates put into his face, some tissue from down around his abdomen put into his face to rebuild parts of his face, and he says he's going to be back refereeing and he's going to work the Olympics. How about that? With a visor.
That's amazing. Nice pass, Malik to Ward. Ward to the backhand is stopped by Fleury.
Should just mention that he was hit with a puck during a game in Florida, a slap shot that ricocheted and came right up into his face, and 7 hours of surgery. So good luck to Don.
Good luck to him. He's a good man. Real good man. Lundqvist plays it off the glass. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Ryan Malone for Pittsburgh lifts it ahead. John LeClaire in the corner. Double teamed by Malik and Roosevelt. Taken away by Recchi. At the point, Jackman with a shot. Save made. Long rebound cleared.
It'd be interesting to ask Lundqvist if he allowed that rebound way out in front on purpose. With Pittsburgh jamming the net, the goaltender will say, you know what? I'm just going to knock the puck back in front past these guys because that's where my guys are.
He said that a couple of times, so he's very much aware of where the players are around him. And that's part of the coaching of Benoit Allaire, who does a lot of that, an awareness. Where are the players? Where are the players around? Where could the rebound go?
Now the Penguins are really tight to the top of his goal crease and to the sides. They've been jamming at everything. So he said, you know what? Knock it back out front. My guys are there, and we'll get rid of the puck.
And the power play is over. Lundqvist out to play it, has trouble with it, fires it around the boards. 2 shots on goal on that last Pittsburgh power play. 1-0 Rangers, a minute 40 to go in the first period. Yager moves in with Ward, and Moore. Here's Moore moving down. Slowed down by Leclerc. Fleury made a save and then gloved the rebound.
Shots are now 15-13 in favor of the Rangers here in the first period. Let's take a goal cam of the Cannon. Here's a look at the Cannon Business Solutions goal cam as Lundqvist will see all the white jerseys near him. So why not punch the puck out back up high? There's his guys. Boom. Be interesting to ask him if he did it on purpose. It looked like it, didn't it? I mean, he took his right arm and shoved it forward. He could have caught it, but he decided to shove it forward and not take a face-off.
Cannon Business Solutions, your source for document management.
You know, for a 23-year-old to do that, that's a move a 28, 30-year-old would do, not a 23-year-old.
And a rookie in the NHL, too. Yeah, we have to remind ourselves about that. Very mature, but he's done a great job thus far. This is his 16th game. Matt Hussey back for it, number 28, plays it around to Melikar. Puck knocked down. Good pressure by Nylander, forced a turnover. Yager was stopped. Under a minute to go. Nylander's got it back. Then it's stolen and brought out and cleared down by Matt Murley. Kondratyev fires it around the boards. But Lundqvist might slide across, make a bad save on that. A hard shoot around by Kondratyev. 35 seconds to go in the period. Mario Lemieux. Eric Christensen in after it. Rangers move it. Ruchinski to Hossa. He's stopped. It's brought across by Ruchin. He's tied up by Brooks Orpik.
I'd like to see Hossa, when he takes the pass, go faster. He gets the puck and he slows down with it. That's when you should. I mean, I just see him back check right now like crazy, working hard to get back. When you get the puck, pick up your pace. Make plays with it instead of slowing down where you're easier to check.
Up the board.
Oh, here we go.
Ruchinski's got an open man, but time runs out.
Can you imagine? Maybe the Penguins were playing the clock knowing there was no time left. 3 or 4 more seconds and we would have had an interesting breakaway.
Rangers had 15 shots. Penguins had 13. The Rangers have a 1-0 lead on a power play goal. The first NHL goal for Maxim Kondratyev. And it came with 1 second left on the Rangers power play.
Yeah,
another solid period for Rangers goaltender Henrik Lundqvist.
That's what I was going to say. He in a way, quietly made some good saves early, and it was real good late. The Rangers penalty kill was good because of Lundqvist. And a 1-0 period.
Al's with assistant coach Perry Pern of the Rangers. Go ahead, Al.
Coach, I know you've been working on your power play with these days off. Were you happy with the chances that you got, even though you only got 1 goal?
Well, I think the fact that we scored a goal was important, and certainly we did create some opportunities, so it was very positive.
What else did you notice in the period?
Well, I think they're a very dangerous team in transition, and we have to be awfully careful about that. They've jumped up their defensemen a couple of times and had some pretty good opportunities, so that's certainly something we talked about, but in the second period here, we're going to have to tighten up on.
All right, the pinstripes in the suit are subtle but snappy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, Al. Good job, Perry Pern. The captain is in the house and will join Al in a moment. Mark Messier is here. Stay tuned on Hockey Night in New York. Welcome back to Hockey Night in New York. It's brought to you in part by American Express. My life, my card. And by Canon, your source for document management. Sam, JD, and Al at Madison Square Garden. Rangers take a 1-0 lead in the second period. Before we get back to the action, it's trivia time.
Let's go, let's go.
Brought to you by Nissan, who finished second to Mario Lemieux in the 1985 Rookie of the Year voting. Think about it, Al.
Good question.
And who interviewed him at the All-Star game wearing a really silly All-Star cowboy hat when he was the MVP?
You did?
Yeah.
Way to go, Al.
What city was that in?
What, John?
What city was that in?
In Calgary at the All-Star game.
Yeah, that cowboy hat. Yeah, certainly.
Al?
It was 30 below that night.
Mario said to tell you he's not giving you points for that.
Oh.
Well, I need to get hot.
Yeah,
I've been cold. Really bad.
Okay.
Really bad.
Well, let's see.
All right, that's a good question.
All right.
Mario playing center in this game. You know, Sidney Crosby only had 4 minutes, 8 seconds of time in the first period because he doesn't kill penalties, only 7 shifts. Eddie Olczyk may play him a lot the rest of the way if his foot's okay.
Betts, Ward, and Nieminen open up for the Rangers with Roosevelt and Malik. Quick shot, save Fleury. Shot by Betts. Played across and taken back by Ryan Malone. Tried to hit Mario Lemieux. Lemieux looking for Matt Hussey, number 28. Hussey driving to the net. Rangers able to clear it out. Hussey plays it across. And he was let go by Malone, who touched up, got back on side.
Yeah, Mario Lemieux only played 4 minutes.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Ward, nice moves. Here's a rebound chance around the net. Nylander out to Kasparaitis for the drive. Deflected over the top. Here's Kasparaitis again. Off the corner boards, Jason Ward tried to set up Nylander. He took it away.
I think Fleury got that shot. He was down on the side and reached up with his arm.
3-on-2 for Pittsburgh. Tipped just wide by Recchi. Banked it off the side of the net. Played toward the front. Here's Recchi again. Recchi comes out, turns, shoots, save Lundqvist. Rebound loose, cleared aside. Jason Ward. Boy, John, the more I watch Jason Ward, the more I'm impressed with his overall good sense of the game. Knows where to be.
I agree with that. He works. He's smart. He hustles. I'm also impressed with Lundqvist. He stopped Recchi. That's Recchi's 4th shot of the game already.
Leclerc working against Kondrachev. Good job by Kondrachev to take it away. He's double teamed. Straka steps in front of Matt Murley. And Leclerc took it away. The back pass comes to the line. Kept in by Whitney. Shot went wide. Murley tried to center. Was blocked by Kasparaitis. Pittsburgh, good job here. Here's Whitney. Scores!
Oh, they deserve it. This Pittsburgh club forced and worked and forced and worked. And all of a sudden, Whitney's left wide open.
First NHL goal for Ryan Whitney. Recchi with a nice pass.
Yeah, that was a nice pass. To see how wide open he was. They worked the board so long and so hard. Finally, there was somebody left wide open. Kasparaitis was almost up at the blue line. And he's a defenseman. What a pass by Recchi. And then that was the slap shot. That was a really good wrist shot. Now, it'd be 2-0 Rangers had Fleury, I think, not done this. He's down, he's up, he's across. Watch this. Yeah, he reached up and knocked it aside with his arm. Instead, Pittsburgh went down the ice, worked hard, and got a goal.
Hossa drives to the net, but backhanded it wide. So the Penguins score within the first 2 minutes of the second period to tie the game. And it's brought out the lead for Crosby. Crosby in the setup to Christensen. Good shot and a good save by Lundqvist. Penguins have come out really skating well and shooting the puck. Tarnstrom shoots, save made by Lundqvist. Double teaming Kondrachev, taken away by Eric Christensen. Now it's Crosby against Kondrachev. Crosby leaves it for Orpik, who shot it high off the netting.
Went off a stick and up top. Again, let's look at the Fleury save, Sam. This was sensational. I never realized it at first. Look at the arm. Look at that. That was a point shot. He kept his focus, knew he couldn't get up, threw his arm up and stopped it, or it's 2-0 Rangers. And then you can see this wrist shot taken as we're tied up at 1, as Leclerc knew was his first NHL goal. How about that? He knew we're tied at 1.
Whitney with his first from Recchi and Murley at 1:54. Matt Murley did an excellent job of checking and board work to help keep the puck in the zone. Mario Lemieux, that banked off the side of the net. Malik takes it.
And Polweg on the ice, 15 stitches. When he caught the errant stick up between his eyes, the top of his nose. And now wearing a visor. Throws a good hit.
And he goes running into the defenseman and knocked him down. That was Gonchar. Back the other way. Lemieux controlling. Holding on to the puck. Spinning. Rangers stay with him. Moore tried to move it. It was blocked by Malone. Malik reverses to Roosevelt and back to Malik.
Have we seen Jágr this period? He's down at the end of the bench beside Chris Holt, the backup goaltender. And I don't think we've seen him on the ice this period. He's had a nagging muscle pull around his abdomen. But I don't think. Oh,
that's onside. Straka shoots, saved by Fleury. What a pass. And Straka broke in alone.
Jágr's on now.
Malik's pass intended for Straka. Cleared out and stopped by Kondrachev. Jágr moves it to Kasparaitis. Back for Nylander. Nylander shoots and it's blocked in front by Whitney. Here's Sidney Crosby with a puck. All the way down, Lundqvist out to stop it. And Kasparaitis. Jágr breaking down the right side. Pass off the boards to him. Tipped into the zone. Played away by Jackman.
This is the line that scored the goal.
Recchi with Murley. Recchi shoots. Saved by Lundqvist. Murley to the rebound.
Actually, it was the defenseman who scored it, but they did all the work. First shift they've had since that goal.
Leclerc's got the puck, working against Kasparaitis. Leclerc skating well, got knocked down, and a whistle as the net got knocked off.
Pretty good battle there between Leclerc, an assistant captain for the club, along with Kasparaitis. So that'll warrant a face-off, I think. Oh, is it outside? No, it's inside the zone. Here's a look at the Panasonic digital replay. That's a beautiful pass by Marek Malik. As you could see, Straka had to shoot. The defender was coming across, and a pretty easy save by Fleury. That was Whitney that made the defensive play. That was the Panasonic digital replay. Ideas for life.
One the score. 4:40 gone by. Second period. Fleury stops the puck behind the net. Nieminen bearing down on him. Rick Jackman lost it to Ward. Nieminen and Recchi in the corner. Good job by Nieminen. Ward with a pass that's blocked by Malachar. Start of the second period. Penguins have gotten off to a real good start. Skating well, shooting a lot. Shots are 19-17 for Pittsburgh in the game. Good play by Talbot in center to take it away from Teuton. He shoots wide. Crosby looking for a deflection.
Teuton center ice turnover. Coaches want the puck deep. And credit Talbot for creating the turnover.
Now Christensen with a takeaway to play it deep again, and it's Talbot. And Crosby puts it in front for Christensen. The shot was blocked.
Maybe with the left pad.
Saved by Lundqvist.
I thought I heard a thud.
Okay, Crosby again. And finally, it's Ruchinski getting out of the zone, and he passed it back right to the Penguins. Crosby's got it. And the soft shot by Talbot was stopped. Talbot with a hit. Well, whatever Eddie Olczyk said between periods, the Penguins got the message. They are really skating well.
They really do, don't you? And
yes,
they're getting the puck deep all the time. That means the Rangers have to go all the way down the ice to make a play, and the Rangers, conversely, are not getting the puck deep.
Marcel Hossa moves in. It's a move on Whitney. Whitney stays with him.
Hossa had 3 shots in the first period, but kind of quiet shots.
Shot from the point by Roosevelt is stopped by Fleury. 6:20 gone by in the second. Tied at 1. Tonight at 10 o'clock, Al Trautwig will be working hard. It's Hockey Night New York Live, presented by Panasonic. As Al will also ask for you to submit the name for the NHL Videos Review Room, formerly known as the War Room.
That's a room up in Toronto.
Go to msgnetwork.com to cast your vote. Mike Murphy will be a guest.
It's a room up in Toronto where the games that are played, and there's quite a few going on right now, 6 that I know of, and they sit and watch every single one of them in case there's a controversial play, and they can review if a goal is scored or not, legally or not. Then they can help the referees and the video goal judges in every single arena. So it's a very good bit of work that this group does.
Mike Murphy, one-time NHL player, played for the Rangers, one-time coach in the NHL, and now an executive with the league, working with Coley Campbell up in Toronto.
Damien Echeverria?
Echeverriata.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I was thinking about it.
Oh, Malik! He does it again! He finds a way with a wrist shot from the point. His first goal, regular season goal, to give the Rangers a 2-1 lead.
You could see that Nylander moved in and helped win the draw. And I think Fleury thought this was going to the glove side. Nylander jumps in and makes the play. And look how much room Malik had. And Fleury seemed to go catching glove side. Watch his catching glove. The goaltender's catching glove. And then the shot went up over the blocker. I think he thought it was coming to the catching glove side. Instead, it was the short side, and the Rangers have the lead.
How about the confidence Malik showed in taking that shot?
Remember, he was the one that made the long pass to Straka earlier for the breakaway that Fleury stopped. So Malik playing very well. Marek
Malik with his first of the season. And the Rangers regain the lead.
Nylander and Roosevelt, who made a good pass to Malik, I'm sure will get the assist.
Face-off wins have been important. The Rangers doing a better job on face-offs tonight. Fans get back into it. Leclerc with a pass across behind Malone, rather behind Murley. Steve pops to the puck. Knocked down. Recchi moves it across.
Pittsburgh playing much better than that last game we saw in Pittsburgh, right?
Yes.
The Rangers won that one 6-1.
That was a game in which Jágr had the 2 goals quickly, and that broke the game open.
They ended up with a hat trick.
Malik from Roosevelt and Nylander at 6:31. Marek Malik's first as a New York Ranger. In deep. Puck is loose. That shot goes in. No goal. It's waved off.
And Ruchinski's going to get a penalty. He's going to get an interference call. Ruchinski, he's had Dan O'Halloran. He's going to say that he ran into the goaltender. It'd be interesting to know if he was pushed in or went in on his own. Fleury could not make the save. He was bowled over. Puck was knocked out of midair right there by Ruchinski. Watch the give and go with Jágr. Beautiful. Now what happens? You see, Gonchar pushed him, but Ruchinski's left arm. Watch his left arm. And I think he was trying to brace himself as he's being shoved here. Yeah. He was. What do you think? You've got to avoid the goaltender if you can. He was playing the puck, and at the same time, Gonchar was pushing
With
him.
the way Gonchar is pushing him, it's hard for him to stop.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought the left arm was up and may have created a problem, but here's a look from above. The referees made the decision, but I think it was more a shove. Yeah, Penguins get a break. Penguins get a break. Gonchar shoved him in there. You've got to avoid the goalie, but he shoved him in.
So the Ranger goal is wiped off. They get a penalty for interference with the goaltender on Ruchinski at 7:30. The Penguins with their 3rd power play of the game. They're 0 for 2 with 6 shots. Rangers have a 2-1 lead. Nearly 8 minutes gone by in the second. Lemieux ahead for Tarnstrom.
Something was bothering Crosby too as he was skating around, but he stayed on the ice.
And it's fired down by Dominic Moore. Moore and Nieminen go off along with Tootin and Strudwick. On come Malik, Roosevelt, Betts, and Ward. Ward, who scored a shorthanded goal Saturday night, the Rangers' first shorthanded goal of the season. Tarnstrom for Crosby. Lemieux with the puck. Ryan Malone is up front as well. Gonchar and Tarnstrom at the points. Here's Gonchar for the drive. Save made. Around to Lemieux. Now it's Gonchar. Back to Lemieux. Cross to Tarnstrom. Rich shot deflected and a redirection by Crosby just missed. What a play by Crosby.
How about the pass by Tarnstrom, though, to hit Crosby? Crosby couldn't finish the play. Crosby's not moving fluidly, is he? You're not saying that real. He's a terrific skater.
Oh, nice move by Christensen. Then he tried to pass to Recchi that was blocked. The net gets knocked off.
Penalty
on the Rangers.
They're saying that Kasparaitis knocked it off on purpose. That's O'Halloran again. No, it's not. I'm sorry. No, it's not. That's Auger going to make the call. Let's watch. It'll be a 25-second 5-on-3. Great move there by Christensen. And Kasparaitis was going in. He stumbled and he fell and he gave the net a little shove. Watch, he's down. He's getting up. And he drove into it. The referee's call, I guess. There was a hard hit by Nieminen, who drove Crosby nuts that last game in Pittsburgh. Remember? And that one rung his bell a little bit. See how he's bent over, maybe winded a bit, but he stayed on the ice. The 18-year-old.
Well,
so here we go.
In the opinion of the referee, the act was deliberate by Kasparaitis. Delay of game. 2-man advantage for Pittsburgh for 25 seconds. They spread it out. Recchi at the left point. Jackman right point. Jackman with a drive. Save. Lundqvist, he's got it.
It's amazing. It is amazing. Lemieux won the draw. Pittsburgh went to work. And how Lundqvist found this puck through the screen of John Leclerc, you never know. And then he held on to it.
Jackman's got some
shot.
He's
got. And he didn't play the last game. I think it was a healthy scratch. But Sam, with Leclerc standing in front, and he's in front in all these power plays. Watch number 10 on the left, go right to the front. Now Lundqvist has got to look around him and find the puck. It's not only Lundqvist, but it's also Malik. And Lundqvist still found the puck.
10 seconds into 2-man. And the Rangers clear.
Malik's having a very strong game, isn't he? That'll do it for 1 man.
Ruchinski is back. It's a 5-on-4 for Pittsburgh.
Kondrachev. Kondrachev, I think, only had one hand. Not Kondrachev, it's Betts. I think he had one hand on a stick, and Crosby just slapped the stick from underneath and knocked it right out of his hands. There's Crosby. He's going to skate around into the middle, looking for the puck. And watch. Whoop. Betts, if he had two hands on his stick, it wouldn't have happened, but he only had one hand, which is the right thing to do. And Crosby made the play, and it was the referee back at center ice who made the call.
Crosby,
not the referee that was looking at it.
Crosby for interference at 9:45, so the power play is wiped out. It's now 4-on-4 hockey for 1:20. Eventually the Rangers wind up with a 40-second power play. Coming down the midway point, second period. Rangers leading 2-1. Ruchinski with a nice move out of the zone. Carries in against Orpik. Pass deflected in front. Gonchar. Outlets for Christensen. Too far. Tootin plays it. Now it's Strudwick. And across comes Ruchin. Good move. Ruchin down the slot. He missed the net. Oh, great move by Ruchin.
Yeah, arrested Ruchin some good. He had some real good jump in his legs on that play to jump into the open ice area.
Gonchar long pass to Malone. Malone moves in. Strudwick gets over. Got the shot off. And a save. And Malone goes flying into that net and knocks it off.
How many times has that net been knocked off in this game? 5-6 times.
Thanks for playing.
Good play here by Ruchin. Good legs. Look at him move with his skates. He had the week off, tried to recover from a muscle injury. Some good play. Now here's Malone moving down the wing. The puck rolling on him a little bit. Never got the clean shot. Lundqvist was well out. Net knocked off the moorings for the face-off inside the Rangers zone.
Lundqvist has made 22 saves to this point on 23 Pittsburgh shots. Lundqvist has to carry the load. The backup goaltender is Chris Holt. Kevin Weeks told us this morning he's not likely to be back Saturday night. We'll make the trip next week. And the Rangers play Monday night at home, then go on the road for 3 games in 4 nights.
And I know playing in Europe's not the NHL, but Lundqvist said he played 65, 68. He couldn't quite remember the number, but it was quite a load over in Sweden and around the continent of Europe last winter.
Nice rush by Hussey all the way to the goal line. Nice setup for Christensen, and that may have been blocked by Malik.
That's Malik having a good game. In that
Christensen again. Boy, Christensen skating well. Rangers are on the power play. They're 5th of the game for 40 seconds. They're 1 for 4 with 9 shots. Yager. Tripped by Pops. Now Malone. Back pass. Stopped by Kondrachev. Nylander. Now Yager. Pass through off the stick of Kondrachev. Rangers defense has both goals. That's something that has not happened all season long, as the Rangers have looked for more scoring from their defense. Kondrachev and Malik, the goal scorers. Power play is over. Short power play. Kondrachev brings it across. Rangers with a 2-1 lead and 8:05 to go in the second. Chipped out of the zone. Lemieux there to play it. Now it's Crosby. Recchi with a shot. Save made. Rang off the post.
Yeah.
Hit the outside.
3-on-2.
Crosby with a good play. Kondrachev. Kasparaitis trying to move it. Crosby.
Crosby, very strong lower body. Really big thighs. Strong kid. He's got to work on his upper body some, but boy, is he strong.
Nylander controlling, and it's tipped into the zone. Rangers change. Penguins trying to catch him. They do. Beautiful play by Christensen. He shoots wide. What a touch pass from Christensen to Leclerc. And he got it back for the shot. Christensen's been very impressive. Here's a chance at a save. A high shot by Tootin.
Sam, the Penguins saying that Christensen's a really quick learner. He's just a rookie. Came up from the minors. He was the best centerman on the American League team in Wilkes-Barre. But he really has learned quickly at the NHL level. And you can see it out here. He makes good plays.
Penguins take it away. Lifted clear. 6:50 to go as Fedor Tootin comes back to get the puck. Pressured by Talbot. here's Jason Ward. Had trouble with the puck, picked up by Neiman, and offside Rangers. 6:37 to go in the second period.
Let's look at this 3-on-2 that the Penguins had, and Recchi knew high slot, take the shot. It caught the outside of the post. Still, it caught the post right through the screen of Kasparaitis, through his legs. And it's a smart play. Now Malik's in front here. Here comes a shot. He's in the way again. He's been in the way of a lot of the Pittsburgh offense around the net in this game.
On the scoreboard, Boston leading Ottawa 2-0 in the second period. Florida
Ottawa
leading Washington 2-1 in the second.
Ottawa, a period without scoring a goal. They lost Martin Havlat, huh? Marty Havlat for at least a month with a separated shoulder. There was a hit.
Fans like that. It's Ryan Holweg back from getting stitched up in the first period.
On Vandenbush. Yeah, Vandenbush hasn't seen much ice, and we know him pretty well. He's a good guy, but he likes to go.
And he wants to go at somebody. Shove Dominic Moore. Here's Malone with a shot that's blocked by Roosevelt. Kruka moving in. 3-on-2 Rangers across. Here's Roosevelt. Down low, Kruka save made by Fleury. And the puck squirts loose, but the whistle had blown. And they're all over Kruka.
Well, he has the right to go to the net. Boy, the Penguins got caught on a change. It was a 3-on-2 Rangers with a bunch of room behind them. They took their time to make the play, but couldn't finish. He's 214 pounds. Ryan Holweg. Oh, man, did he throw a hit into Vandenbush there.
And Vandenbush hit the linesman.
Oh. And then here you can see Moore being held up a little bit. Kruka with a 3-on-2 Rangers. Had all the time in the world to make the play. Puck was loose. And then there was some big, heavy action around the net. Little deflection, but that's a good save by Fleury. And then the Penguins decided they better clear somebody out. 15 stitches Holweg got between the eyes. As you see there, now wearing a visor because of it. That was in the first period.
Rangers have been outshot 12-6 here in the second. 5:40 to go. Lundqvist comes out to play it away from Mario. Whitney's pass was deflected. Straka chopping at it. Ryan Malone gets it to Matt Hussey. Hussey plays it in front. Good. Kondrachev batted away from Lemieux. Good play and almost tipped it into the net. But Lemieux was wide open. Kondrachev stepped in front. Fleury has it go off his stick. Whitney fires it around the boards. Played by Yager. Quick shot blocked. Pops moves it. And all the way back.
No ice.
Tootin. Rangers without Tom Pody, still out with a groin injury. A word on as to when he'll be back. Healthy scratch was the newly acquired Colton Orr, who skated in the pregame warmups. Tough winger who was picked up on waivers from Boston. 4:35 to go. Ruchinski tried to get it to Ruchin. Now Recchi turns it the other way. In with Leclerc. And it's broken up by Ruchin. Here's Hossa. In trouble with the puck. Now leaves it for Ruchinski. Shot blocked. And Orpik turns it the other way.
Somebody missing from the Pittsburgh bench, but I'm not quite sure who it is.
Murley drags it. Shot stopped. Here's Gonchar looking for an opening. It was blocked. Hossa with a block. Leclerc checked by Malik. Rick Jackman winds and fires, and it was blocked. And it slid out of the zone, pushed out of the zone by Marty Ruchinski, who's skating well in his first game back. Crosby. Rangers get a piece of him. Lundqvist gets a piece of the shot and stops that one. It was chipped into the crease.
Palffy's name very much?
That's a good question.
In the second period, I may have missed it, and I'm not sure. I just haven't seen much of Palffy here in the second period. Crosby was through, and the Rangers surrounded him, led by Billy Niemanen. The forward on the back check. Stick underneath Crosby's stick. No penalty. And now a face-off in the Rangers zone. Crosby, those first 2 or 3 strides, he just takes off.
To draw some attention, John?
Ooh, and he should. He should.
Wow.
His left foot is bothering him. He blocked a shot against Florida.
Talbot able to clear. Malik turns it. Betts and Ward. Jackman able to send it out of the zone. 3:20 to go in the second. On the scoreboard, Toronto leads Atlanta 2-0 in the second. Detroit leads Calgary 2-0 in the second. Betts with a shot. Save! Rebound. Stuck in try. Saved by Fleury, and the pileup is on top of the puck.
Well, Fleury was 10-2, and both of those losses were in overtime in the American League, and finally called up, and the Rangers do everything here but finish. A big left pad save on the high slot shot right here by Betts. And then the puck down low, and the Rangers jamming, and Niemanen without the helmet. He gets that stripped off. There's a good save there. As Fleury's a good athlete. Now he's becoming a good goaltender. Before, when he first came up a couple of years ago, he was an athlete. He was all over the place, just showing athleticism. Now he's playing pure, real, solid goaltending, and he's had a strong game here. Aside from maybe the go-ahead goal, that was on the short side. There, Pete Stemkowski used to say short side goal. That's an American League side goal. That's a minor league type play. He used to rub it into me a few times, deservedly so.
He wouldn't do that.
Well,
no?
It was accurate.
Pass intended for Ryan Malone was tipped. Kasparaitis took a hit. Kruka clears the zone. 2:50 to go. Second period. Each team with a goal here in the second. Rangers lead 2-1. Kondrachev with a power play goal in the first period. Malik with an even strength goal here in the second. Ryan Whitney scoring for Pittsburgh. All 3 goals in the game by defensemen. Kondrachev trying to stop Hussey. He does.
Oh, good hit.
Takes a hit from Malone.
He's been active, Malone, in this game. Physical play.
Dominic Moore winds it around for Peter Kruka. Olwig attempted a hit, and Hussey stepped out of the way. Recchi was stopped. Good work along the boards by the Rangers. Melakar able to get it to Gonchar. Rangers have it back. Straka just off the bench. Here comes Yager. Yager forced back by Melakar. Strudwick putting it in the corner. Set up for Straka. Batted along by Nylander to Yager. In front for Nylander. And he was checked there, but he stays with the puck. Good job by Gonchar staying with Nylander. Former teammates in Washington. Yager controlling, finds Tootin. High shot. Straka hustles to the puck. Back, trying to get it back to the point. Yager slides it across to Tootin. Minute 20 to go in the period. Down low, Nylander fires, tipped away by Fleury. And Murley able to get it out of the zone, but lost it.
Good hustle by Straka on the back check.
Murley got it back. Good pass. Recchi with a shot. Wide.
Tried to go that stick side again. Last time he tried that shot, he hit the goal post.
Tootin. Pressured by Crosby. It's batted out of the zone. Under a minute to go in the second period.
That's good defensive play by Pittsburgh. The Rangers had the puck down there a long time.
Good transition by Pittsburgh. In comes Leclerc. Leclerc checked by Strudwick. Ties him up. Crosby. Rangers have to be careful. Niemanen trying to slow down Crosby. Good job as Niemanen swept it away. Blair Betts. Stopped by Ryan Whitney. Betts with a hit. Ward moves in to get the puck. Pops took a hit from Ward. Betts took the puck. Roosevelt with a wrist shot. Knocked down. Niemanen gets it out to Roosevelt. Looking. Shoots again. Deflected off a body in front. Went wide. 10 seconds to go in the period. Give a lot of credit to the man in goal, Henrik Lundqvist. 26 saves through 2 periods.
Rangers with a 2-1 lead. A goal by Malik as Lundqvist was solid. The Penguins did not have Ziggy Palffy. Sidney Crosby more ice time in the second period. Didn't play a lot in the first. We hear Palffy's got a strained groin and may not be coming back. Crosby skating hard, but not as good as he was earlier. You can see some of the equipment he has on his, that's an ankle guard, on his left foot. He blocked a shot with his left skate, and they said that you could really hear the thump. Ouch, right there. Knocked him down. It really bothered him for a couple of days. But, you can see there, that was Still, this is a look at the ankle guard he's wearing just to try to protect himself. Players block a lot of shots these days, don't they? Here's Niemanen. He's been all over Crosby. He was in Pittsburgh, too. This time Crosby not letting Niemanen get to him. He let Niemanen get to him in Pittsburgh the last time these two teams played.
We hope to have Ryan Holwig joining Al in the studio at the end of 2. Rangers lead the Penguins 2-1. Tonight is Hockey Night in New York. It's brought to you in part by Canon, your source for document management. By Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. And by Office Depot, taking care of business. Rangers with a 2-1 lead. Heading for the third period. Goals by Kondrachev and Malik. Ryan Whitney for Pittsburgh. First NHL goal for Ryan Whitney. Kondrachev had his first NHL goal in the first period. Malik with his first as a New York Ranger is 6:31. See the shots, 26-25.
The last 2 games the Rangers have played Pittsburgh, Jágr's had a total of 17 shots going into this one. Only 2 so far, so they closed them off pretty well.
Al, you ready?
I'm ready.
Tonight's trivia brought to you by Nissan. Who finished second to Mario Lemieux in the 1985 Rookie of the Year voting? Who wants to go first?
I will go first.
I'll go second.
Because I was doing the game of the week then with the legendary Dan Kelly. And I remember interviewing this guy and saying, hey, this is so lucky you get to play in your home city and have mom's home cooking. But what a bad year you picked to be a rookie in this league because of Mario Lemieux, and that was Chris Chelios.
I'm picking Chelios too, but I don't think he was in his hometown.
Chris Chelios was playing.
No. Mom came with him.
Oh, Chris Chelios is my answer
Me too. He's playing with Montreal though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we saw those Broadway marquees a minute ago.
Yes.
Run, don't walk to see Jersey Boys.
Oh, you told me about it. Al told me about it yesterday. He said it was great.
Gotta go. If we can find some time, we'll have to go.
Good plug, Al.
And I paid for the tickets. How smart am I?
Next time, Al.
We all do.
You want to see it again, you get a freebie next time. Anyway, Rangers have not lost a game this season in regulation time when they've taken the lead into the third period. 10-0-1, one overtime loss.
You know, the first period of play tonight, there were 25 faceoffs. Second period, there were 16. And on the average, you're generally around 50 to 55. So it's been 41 so far. All of us smiling tonight.
And Al's got the lead. Thank you, Stan Fischler. Hello, Stan. Stan.
He's sticking needles in the voodoo doll of Sam Rosen right now when you're talking like that.
Stan.
Here we go. 2-1 game. Rangers with the lead.
So we did have some fans wanted to give us each points at the March of Dimes luncheon yesterday. There was one fan who wanted to give Al his points because he gets all the questions right, and another fan wanted to give me his points.
Sam, I don't think Ziggy Palffy's returned for Pittsburgh's third period. We were told he has a groin injury.
Nice takeaway by Recchi, and he moves the puck to Leclerc. Across to Gonchar. Back for Recchi. And it's Jason Ward. Rangers 10-0-1 when they lead going into the third period this season. Pittsburgh 0-10-4 when trailing going into the third. Rangers starting play tonight. First in the Atlantic Division, second in the Eastern Conference to Ottawa, and third in the NHL. Jágr, off the shoulder of Fleury.
Shoulder
or mask?
Or chin maybe. I'm not sure, but Jágr with some explosive speed right from center ice on. Right here, he just takes off. There, see him change gears? And he let it rip. And maybe shoulder, maybe chin, I'm not sure, but it did go off the goaltender for sure. Man, did he use the screen of the big defenseman. This kid Whitney from Boston University is playing against Forsberg, playing against Jágr. And he's just a young defenseman. He's one of the better young defensemen in the game. He's a rookie and just playing great for Pittsburgh.
Whitney with the puck and drops it off to Mario Lemieux. Penguins have some good young players. Whitney is one. Christensen another. Kondrachev went down hard. The icing was negated on the good hustle by Matt Hussey. Sidney Crosby, of course, and Marc-Andre
They got
Fleury.
a kid by the name of Malkin, Sam, playing in Russia. Might be the best forward in Russia, and he's a kid. They expected him here this season. He's a centerman, and they hope to have him next season. Sam, they say he's as good as Ovechkin. Some say better. You can imagine that.
He was last year's first rounder.
Yeah. You think of their top 5 picks: Whitney, Fleury, Malkin. And who am I missing? Fleury, Whitney, Malkin,
Crosby.
Yeah, how about that?
Pretty good.
Top 5 picks, all 4 of them. That should set up your team for a long time to come.
2 minutes into the third period. Ruchin had it knocked away. And Strudwick fires in. Backhanded around the boards for Crosby. Crosby and Palffy came into the game as co-leaders in scoring on the Penguins. Neither has scored tonight. Palffy out of the game with a groin problem. Dominic Moore dumps it in. Fleury there to play it. Back up the boards. And right to Talbot. His pass across, taken off the boards by Crosby. Knocked down. Good play by Pruka. Knocked it down with a glove and played it himself. Comes in with a shot deflected off of Gonchar. And Talbot chips it off the board. Stopped by Holwig. Talbot. Kasparaitis takes a hit from Murley. Works it around to Kontrachev. Betts has trouble, but there's Kasparaitis to move it to Holwig. A little over 3 minutes gone by as that bouncer was knocked away. Betts lost his stick. Tipped out of the zone by Murley. Fans trying to come alive with a "Let's Go Rangers" chant. Rangers leading 2-1. All the way down it goes. It'll be an icing. Jackson there to touch up.
So an important face-off, even though there's 16:38 to go in the third period. Kontrachev has had a rough time going back to get pucks. He had knocked off balance and then went from his left to his right, tried to put the brakes on, ended up crashing into the boards. Holwig knocks the puck down with a stick. Puck was in midair. Smart defensive play. He doesn't hurt you. His positioning's very intelligent.
Face-off win. Comes back to Jackman at the point. Shot by Leclerc. Glove save. Leclerc, you don't see him out that high that often.
That was a good
shot. And a nice glove save by Lundqvist.
Man, did he rip it. Snapped it, and Lundqvist calmly makes the save. Stares the puck right into his glove. Kasparaitis moves his man, allowing Lundqvist to see the shot. Good play. I'm looking up at the board. It's still 2-0 Boston. Third period over Ottawa. Heatley has scored a point in every game.
That's right. Every
single game this season.
Wow.
So that's on the line, too.
Quite a response by the Bruins to the trade. The players that they traded for have made it into Boston and are there and playing. Marco Sturm with a goal and an assist in the game.
Boston needs goaltending. It looks like if it's Raycroft, he's playing well to this point.
Right here, Rangers leading 2-1. Strudwick trying to keep it in the zone. No, John, what got lost in the Malik goal in the shootout was Strudwick had a terrific goal to keep the shootout alive.
And he was saying that his heart was pounding so hard he thought it was going to go right through his chest. He was so nervous on the play.
Malik against Hussey. Mario moves in. Roosevelt able to move it to Yager. Sent back in by Hussey.
So the teams both trying to be responsible here. 1-goal game.
Nylander stopped by Hussey. Good job by him. Now it's Marek Malik. Yager fought through the stick checks. Holds up. Pass into the middle. Intercepted by Vandenbush. And here come the Penguins. Ryan Malone.
Vandenbush getting ice time because of the injury to Palffy.
Malone was shoved by Kasparaitis. Talbot plays it to Vandenbush. Quick shot, save, and a nice. There again was Lundqvist pushing the rebound out to his own man to start a quick transition. Penguins hustling back. It's Ryan Whitney. 5:20 gone by in the third.
That kick could pass the puck.
Drop pass. And a deflection save. Great save with a left skate by Lundqvist. Not a tough deflection.
Orpik nailed Hossa, but at least Hossa got the puck outside the blue line. Pittsburgh picking it up a little bit. Isn't it something that first pass out of the zone? Whitney nailed his forward. It might have been Crosby who set up the pass for the shot. But what a play by Whitney. That just makes offense work.
Penguins making a shaky change. Orpik moves it off the boards. Leclerc chips it out. And it's sent back in by Strudwick. 6 minutes gone by in the third. Gonchar with a bad pass around the boards. Hossa was able to get to it. Right now it's Gonchar reversing to Orpik. Penguins expected a lot more from Sergei Gonchar when they signed him as a free agent.
Yeah, groin injuries early, Sam. In fact, had to sit out a couple of games.
Puck pops in the air off a deflection.
He hasn't scored a goal in his last 13 games. That's not good for Sergei Gonchar's ability. Watch the ricochet off the skate. Crosby with the pass, and it goes off Talbot's skate. And a good kick save with a catching glove on top of the pad for insurance by Lundqvist. Wow. Lundqvist there again. Boy, look at both heels to the post. He stretches pretty well.
Boston now leading Ottawa 3-0 in the third.
Well, that's big after that major trade of Joe Thornton.
Florida 3-1 lead over Washington in the third. That's in Florida. Toronto leading Atlanta 2-0 in the third in Atlanta. Calgary, Detroit 2-2 in the second. Detroit was up 2-0. Right here, Dominic Moore in the corner against Dick Tarnstrom. Moore got it back. Tarnstrom on him. Pruka comes off the boards, leaves it for Moore. Moore against Recchi. Good job possessing the puck deep by the Rangers, and Recchi able to take it away. Recchi got knocked down by Pruka.
How about that hit? Offside on the play. A beautiful hit. Recchi did a great job on Moore. Moore had the puck deep in the Pittsburgh zone. He was right, he was left, he was right, he was left. And then Recchi came up the ice, and that hit broke the play up. Pruka comes right across. A great hit, and it knocked the whole play off balance. And then the Rangers closed the gap on the player. I think that's Leclerc who got the puck.
Pruka's not a big guy, but he doesn't shy away from the physical contact in the game.
He's 170 pounds.
Ryan Whitney tipped ahead by Crosby. Rangers lost it. Christensen moves in, saved by Lundqvist. Look at how quick Eric Christensen got to the puck. Crosby behind the net.
Almost like the Rangers sitting back a bit. Penalty.
Whistle on the Rangers.
It looks like Kasparaitis is hurt too.
Oh no, maybe not. You're right. Well, I think
he gets the penalty. Maybe he's upset.
Yeah.
But no, he got clipped, it looks like. And I also think he gets a penalty. Or somebody does.
Hooking
call. Here's the giveaway. Bad pass across to Kasparaitis, and that went right off the shoulder of Lundqvist. And then Kasparaitis took a hooking penalty, and there's the stick of Crosby hitting him in the face. Yeah, bad pass across. Good save. Real good save on a good shot. Now here's Kasparaitis. Oh, another stick in the face. He caught 2 sticks in the face, but was given the minor.
Power play Pittsburgh, so the Rangers' inability to move the puck in the zone
bad pass.
cost them.
Bad pass at the blue line for the Rangers. Created all the havoc in the zone. And then the tiny hook by Kasparaitis got called. The 2 sticks to the face of Kasparaitis weren't called.
Good play by Billy Nieminen on the penalty kill. Nieminen and Moore go off. Kasparaitis for hooking. 7:34. 5th power play for Pittsburgh. 0 for 4. Lemieux stopped by Ward. Malone. I thought that might have been offside, but no. It's onside. Here's Gonchar. Malone behind the net. Now Crosby. Up the boards to Gonchar. Gonchar with Tarnstrom at the points. Crosby's got the puck. Malone and Lemieux down low. That was a pass. Lemieux trying to tee up a shot. Pass comes back. Diving play to keep it in by Gonchar.
I think it was offside by 4 feet, and his play still continues.
Gonchar with a shot wide. Lively carom off the back of the boards. Driven around by Strudwick and forced out of the zone.
Oh, no.
It didn't get out of the zone. Malone's got it. Tarnstrom to Gonchar. 40 seconds left in the power play. Lemieux. Now Tarnstrom winds, drives it, blocked in front. Comes back to Lemieux. Holding. Ward goes to him. Bouncer comes back to Tarnstrom. Now to Lemieux.
Rangers going right at Lemieux, Sam.
There's Gonchar blocked by Strudwick. Strudwick winds, drives it down the ice.
That one play, I think, was offside by about 4 feet. And the puck finally out of the zone. Only 10 seconds to go now on this power play.
Jackman gains the zone. Around the boards it goes. Power play is over. Team's at full strength. One shot on goal. Rangers penalty kill is 5 for 5 in the game. 2-1. Rangers leading it. Kasparaitis moves in. Looking. Shooting. And it hit the outside of the net. Fleury may have gotten a piece of that. Coming down to the midway point. Third period. In front more. Save by Fleury. A beauty.
Fleury in position. Puck shot right into his glove. What a nice pass from Nieminen, who was in behind the goal line. Oh boy, Pittsburgh had the puck in the zone for a long time. Couldn't score. Kasparaitis came out of the box and got in on the offense. Niemenen's pass there. Here comes a slap shot. And Fleury just got into position. And the puck hit him right in the glove. Good save. Smart save. Now, is this offside or not? Ward is going to knock the puck away. No, it went off a Ranger player. It's not offside. Those linesmen did the right thing, made the proper call, and I owe them 3 apologies. One apology, 2 apologies, 3 apologies. They were right on top of the play. Good non-call on the offside, and I apologize for a 4th thing.
Way to go, John.
Well, I thought I was sure, but I was not. I was wrong.
Off of Leclerc, poked into the corner. 9:40 to go, 3rd period. Rangers leading 2-1. All 3 goals in the game by defensemen. Kasparaitis thought he might get called for taking down Leclerc and said, no, I'm innocent. Raised his arms. No call. Jágr lost it to Murley. Back to Leclerc. He's stopped by Kondrachev. Straka races in by himself. Slowed down by Vandenbush. Good job getting back by Ryan Vandenbush. Jágr.
Guess who's on him? Whitney. Whitney's played against him all night.
Malik across the Roosevelt. Long shot. Save Fleury. Nobody there for the rebound. Good job in front by Orpik on Ruchin. Play the other way.
That might have been Christensen that was on him. That was a centerman, Christensen, I think.
On Jágr?
Yeah.
Here's Malik. Knocked down by Melikar. Whacked that with a stick by Ruchinski. That shot save made by Lundqvist. Tough low shot. Christensen, who has been very active. He's played a strong game for Pittsburgh. 8:25 to go in the 3rd. Malik controlling. That's Roosevelt. Lemieux after him. Penguins try to turn it. Malone plays it back to Orpik. Off of Malone. And Blair Betts was hooked. Penalty called. Shot is a glove save by Fleury on Ruchinski. Rangers get a power play on the effort by Blair Betts.
The Rangers will end up going on a power play here. You see the hook right there by Orpik. Very beautiful pass back. That's some save. This shot by Ruchinski on a beautiful pass by Betts kind of fluttered. And Fleury was there in good position again. This puck deflects down and into the goal pad. So Rangers power play, 1-goal game.
They're 6th of the game. They're 1 for 5. Hossa plays it behind the net for Ruchin. Hossa, Ruchin, Ruchinski, Malik, and Tootin for the power play. Rangers leading 2-1. Tootin drops it back. Ruchinski brings it in. Seems to be no ill effects. Ruchinski first came back skating well throughout the game. Has had a couple of good chances. Malik in deep. Now it's Tootin. Down the boards and around it goes. Ruchin without a stick is Steve Pops. That's Malik. Ruchinski with some room. Ruchinski to Malik. And now to Ruchinski. Down for Hossa. Ruchin's in front. Now the defenseman has his stick. Back. There's a chance. Saved by Fleury. That one went wide. Rebound by Ruchin. Stick save. And puck is cleared to center.
And finally, Pops could get to the bench and get his own stick. He's got Murley's a forward, and Murley got a stick from the bench when the spare goaltender gave it to him. He's the player that's furthest down to the Penguin end.
Yager moved around Ryan Malone, drops it off to Nylander. Back for Yager. Now Roosevelt. Nylander taken away by Gonchar. Yager has it back. Now it's Nylander. Kruka's in front. Roosevelt steps up. Smart play by Pruka. He saw Roosevelt step up and he covered up for him. Pruka is very impressive. He's really coming along well. Up ahead, Nylander sends it in. Power play is over. Rangers had 2 shots on the power play. 6 minutes to go. Third period. Rangers lead 2-1. They're 1 for 6 on the power play in the game. In deep, Crosby. Checked by Kondrachev. Roosevelt moves it to Pruka. Up the boards, cleared out by Blair Betts. Tarnstrom. Christensen sends it in. Stopped by Lundqvist for Roosevelt. Ward chips it off the boards. And Jackman's got to go back to get it with 5.5 minutes to go. Rangers have never trailed in the game. They scored the first goal in the first period. Kondrachev at the end of a power play. Here's Betts moving in. Shot went wide. Neiman's pass deflected. Penguins tied it early in the second on a goal by Ryan Whitney, his first NHL goal. Kondrachev's goal was his first NHL goal, and then Malik's goal later in the second, giving the Rangers the lead. Crosby against Kasparaitis. Now it's Gonchar in deep, off the side of the net, steered away by Lundqvist. Nieminen backhands it out. 4:50 to go in the third. Brooks Orpik, long pass off of Malone's stick. Tootin. Deflects toward the net. Strudwick, checked by Malone, wards it off. Nice play by Strudwick. Quietly plays a solid game on defense for the Rangers. In deep, Dominic Moore. Lemieux takes over. Long pass. Off the board, Strudwick. And Moore clears the zone.
And Lemieux and Hallwig's hitting everybody. Hallwig does not discriminate. Doesn't matter who he hits. And Lemieux just tried to throw a hit into Tootin. I think he was a little upset on that hard hit from Hallwig.
Just the kind of play the Rangers need right now. Leclerc with a big hit on Pruka. Murley tipped it out of the zone. Here comes Leclerc. Watch out. He shoots, save, Lundqvist. Nice move by Leclerc and a tough shot. 3:50 to go in the third. 2-1 Rangers. And Whitney trying to keep it in. It was swept clear by Pruka. Sent the other way by Pops. Murley couldn't gain the zone. Malik stopped him. Whitney's pass to Recchi. Recchi moves in on Malik. He shoots, save, and a long rebound. Taken in by Pops. Dropped it off for Recchi. Out to Leclerc for the drive. Blocked. Straka blocked it. Clears the zone. Whitney back to recover.
That was Recchi again going to the stick side, Sam. Twice in the second period. Once here in the third.
Pass across for Christensen. Saved by Lundqvist.
Wow.
Oh, what a quick release and a great save by Lundqvist. Man, Christensen, he's been good.
He's a good hockey player.
And the Rangers clear the zone with 2:50 to go in the third. Whitney back for it. Touch up for icing. Will step out for a moment. Rangers lead it 2-1.
Right. Ryan Hallwig with another active shift. He had some great body work. Continues to finish his checks, not taking penalties to it. There was a shoulder on shoulder, Leclerc. And this is Leclerc on that same shift. Lundqvist just got a piece of that shot. And here's another one to Christensen. Oh, man. Lundqvist with 2 big saves late. Watch Mario on the draws.
34 saves, and Ruchin went forward with it out of the zone. Racing for the puck is Marcel Hossa. He gets there. Tarnstrom catches up. Good hustle by Hossa. And a good play by Ruchin on the draw.
There was no Penguin at that area of the ice. Ruchin read it, went straight forward, and zipped the puck right out.
Nice passing. Malone got the pass with Crosby. Goes down. Lemieux toward the net. Blocked. Lemieux again. He's checked by Nieminen. Kasparaitis on Crosby. Ryan Malone behind the net. Crosby shoved to the boards hard by Kasparaitis. And it's cleared out by Jason Ward.
Penguins want this bad. Their whole bench standing up. Look at this.
Ward, he negates the icing. How about that? Jason Ward, he's been doing it all night long. 2 minutes to go. Send in deep. Ryan Malone beaten to it. Moved nicely and out of the zone by Tootin. Sent the other way by Whitney to Malone. Rangers take it back. Here's Tootin off the glass. Played back by Whitney. Ruchin has it. Ruchin pressured by Whitney. Turns the other way. Strudwick. Past Tootin. Ruchinski off the boards and out. A minute 30 to go. Now we keep an eye on Marc-Andre Fleury. See if he goes to the bench for an extra skater. Around the boards. Here's Recchi centering. Chipped away from in front. And swept clear. The net was knocked off behind the play. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. And a couple of players separated in center ice.
Well, you called the hustle by Ward. This was going to be an icing, and he just said, I got a chance to kill it, to negate it. He got there just a split second ahead of Tarnstrom. Just that kind of tells you about the Rangers season. It's all about work. All about work. I think timeout's been called by Pittsburgh here as they have to formulate a plan with a minute 13 to go in the third and how to pull their goaltenders. They trail by 1.
It's holiday time, and you can fill your heart with Christmas at the Radio City Christmas Spectacular. It features the world-famous Rockettes. You don't want to miss the dazzling new opening scene. For tickets, log on to radiocity.com or call Ticketmaster at 212-307-1000. There's no show like it. The Radio City Christmas Spectacular.
Eddie Olczyk, Joey Mullen trying to formulate a plan as their team has only scored 1 here. This was a Hallweg shift. Watch this hit on Mario. It rattled the helmet a little bit of big Mario Lemieux. Mario big net. See, Mario moved across here. He's thinking about another hit by Hallweg. Fleury back in the net. Only 1:13 to go. And look at the blood trying to drip down the wound from earlier in the game on Hallweg.
Stick in the face and took 15 stitches late in the first period. Roosevelt got upended by Recchi. And that's knocked away by Lundqvist. Penguins net is empty. Shot by Jackman went off a Ranger, Malik. And trickled toward the net. Lemieux trying to bank it in. Along the boards. Rangers can't clear. Roosevelt got tripped up. Nothing called on the play. Kept alive by the Penguins along the boards. Batted down. Rangers move it out of the zone with 40 seconds to go. Penguins 6 skaters on. Nylander missed it as Lemieux took it away. Crosby after it. Roosevelt is there. Now it's taken by Recchi. Back to Lemieux. Sets up Gonchar. Deflected wide. Save made by Lundqvist. To the near boards. Gonchar trying to play it ahead. 5 players there. Malik slides it to Nylander. Nylander and Recchi. Nylander, penalty on Recchi. The shot missed. Penalty called with 10.2 seconds to go. It's a hooking call as Recchi denied Nylander the shot to the empty net.
Well, it did save a goal. There's only 10 seconds left now. That was kicked out by Lundqvist, the deflection. Now watch this shot. I thought that Lundqvist was going to grab the puck and get a face-off, but he couldn't handle it. It squeezed away from him, but he continued to focus and play well. And then finally, there's that little deflection. That was a great save on a deflection by Recchi. And then that one there squeezed away. Rangers kept on going, and time's going to run out on the Penguins.
Final seconds of the game. 2-1, 6 in a row for the Rangers. Henrik Lundqvist, 35 saves. First 6-game winning streak in 5 years. In 4 years, excuse me.
Lundqvist is 7-1-1 on home ice. It's always great to play well when you're at home. Makes life a lot easier when you go on the road. Eddie Olczyk, his club, has not been able to score 3 goals in a game more than once in their last 13. They can't score goals. They had some pretty good goaltending, even though the winner was on the short side. Lundqvist was very, very, very good in this game.
And our Oppenheimer Team Contributor Award goes to Henrik Lundqvist. Oppenheimer funds, the right way to invest. The Rangers on home ice this season, 9-2-2. Remember how many years it's been, John, since they've had a winning record on home ice? And now the Rangers have become a good home ice team.
That started in preseason. Even in preseason, they played pretty well at home. And Pittsburgh does have one of those wins here in Madison Square Garden, but not this time.
Rangers lead the season series 2-1. Jason Strudwick, who played a solid game on defense, as he does most nights, is the 3rd star.
That's a nice reward for a team player.
Second star of the game is the goaltender, Henrik Lundqvist. Listen to the cheers.
Is it Malik? And the game winner.
Number 1 star.
And tonight's first star from the
Number 8.
Rangers with his
Game winner, his first regular season goal as a New York Ranger. And for the New York Rangers, once again, the goals against, John, the defense, the goaltending have been there. They give up just 1 goal. And the Rangers defeat the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-1. Don't forget, coming up is the MSG Sports Desk with Mike Crispino, presented by Toyota. He'll have the Rangers post-game wrap-up. And Larry Brown heading back to Detroit, this time as head coach of the Knicks. And John Giannone talks with the captain, Mark Messier. It's all coming up on the MSG Sports Desk here at Madison Square Garden. The Rangers have now won 6 in a row. They're 17-7-3 overall. 2-1 is the final. We'll be right back.